Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today in this video we are gonna create a single page HTML CSS JavaScript website in which you can display as your portfolio, or you can even showcase this website in your portfolio which you have previously created. So, beginning with the basic things that we have discussed on our HTML and CSS video. If you haven't checked it out, then please go and check that videos out. Um, so, in this video, the first thing that we are gonna do is create a folder and create all the files that are required. So, mainly the main file which is required is index.html. So I am not using any high-end code editor like VS Code and Visual Studio, or any other code editors that we have used in our previous videos. But in this video, I am using a very low end, a very basic code editor like Sublime Text, which doesn't has many features like VS Code, but it works well. So our first file would be index.html. The second file would be styles.css, and the third file would be main.js. Now, after this, we are gonna come to index.html, create the basic code of HTML, give it a title portfolio. After that, we would come to the body and we would first say hello world, the basic of coding. Now let's open this in our browser. So this is our HTML file over here. Now let's start our coding, the main thing. Okay, so the class name we give to any div, section, h1, span, p, or any kind of tag should be meaningful, so that if the code gets longer, then it becomes easier for us to find out that in which class we have kept which kind of container, which kind of element, and we don't have to go inspect it again and again to find out the name of the class. So with it, let's start with the section, and the class name for this section would be the main section. This is the In it we would have the div whose class name would be the main container. This would be a single section or a single page website. There would be not many links attached to it except the social medias and all, and the footer tag that we have, a footer element. There would be all the links for the outside or external website, but not links for our website that we are creating over here. So with that, as I said, it's a single web page website, so there would be no internal links to any other page, but another section. So yeah, let's start with nav. Nav means navigation bar. Over here, we would create an unordered list, then list elements, anchor tag. For now, let's give it just a hashtag over here. Another a okay, we basically require three. So the first one would be home, and the second one would be about me, and the third one would be my projects. Now, once it's done, let's close the unordered list tag. Now, after nav, we would have our first section, which would be the lander section. So, let's say div. Over here, we would be saying class, and that would be lander. So, it's lander in the class. We would have an H1 tag over here saying hello, my name is Arkadeep Nag. Or you can give there your name. Then we would have a button, and we would attach the JavaScript with this button. So yeah, after button, I would say contact me, or you can even say buy me a coffee. Sorry, and then over here, let's close this. Then our second section is about me. Then about me. If you give spaces between words in class name, then those two words become separate class names. Okay. So after that, yeah, and about me, I would give H1. Say about me over P. We would go to a lorem ipsum generator. Now over here. So lorem ipsum is just a dummy text, means you can replace it with whatever you want. Uh, I'm just giving this over here. This is a most probably this is written in Latin. Okay, so we have pasted it over here, and after that, um, yeah. So this is about our about section. Then let's close this div, and then we have my projects. So div class projects, then h1 my projects, close the h1, then give a paragraph and say okay, create another div class with the project container, div class project pro1. These are two separate class names. Okay, so when it's done, let's give it a title. We would give lorem ipsum, close the h1, and then let's paste another lorem ipsum over there. And close this one. Just copy this one project. I would give 3 in max. Then close the container, and then close. Okay, that is there. Yeah. This project is also kind of closed over there. Now we have closed about me, we have closed lander. So now we have to close this main container and main as well. So yeah, this main container. We have started anything with div, yeah, so the main container div is closed. Now the section would be closed. Now we would get with footer. We can work with its tag name. We don't need a class name over here. And then say div class social media handles. Then div class each social media, and then the first one would be YouTube. Okay, close the div, paste it, paste it, close that div as well. Now change this YouTube to, I would give Twitter, and I would also give Instagram. Okay. So now let's see how it looks in our browser. So this is how it looks now. But now we are gonna give it some styles. Okay, we haven't added one. That is, over here we would also add div class logo. Now that is text. So yeah, text logo. We would say H1 and would say portfolio. Close the H1, close the div. Over here, yeah. Have a logo in our nav. So let's get started with the styles. Now, before starting, we have to link the styles with index.html. So over here, let's say link and dot slash styles dot css. Or if you want to give another proper location, say this is in another folder, then this, then the folder name, then the styles.css. Suppose it's outside, so double dot slash then folder, or if it's in the folder, then no folder, then the styles name. Now suppose it is outside the folder of another folder, so double dot. You can use it on the basis of how where is your style folder. So first of thing is the HTML and the body has some padding and margins on its outer edges, so we have to first close this or it's gonna off with what we are designing. So yeah, margin is to 0 and padding is to 0. I haven't purchased. Yeah, so see, it has shifted towards left. So now the first thing we have over here is our main section. So dot main, we would say width would be 100% and height would be auto. Okay,